Good morning, traders. Paul here with GammaEdge. Today is Friday, the 12th of August. Let's get started. Pause your players, please. Read this. Important to you, important to us. If you agree, hit the play button. The summary for today, we are on a short-term downtrend. We had a one-day reversal again yesterday. We've been chopping back and forth the last several days, as many of you are aware. But our long-term trend remains intact, and we are up. We're recommending, of course, that this is only paper trades. We are not recommending that you put any real money on this. The SPX complex, the zeros continue to show an upward movement. We've had some questions about this, and I want to be clear. We can still drop in price even though the zeros are coming up. The zeros and the price, the spot price, are not connected. In fact, the model was created to avoid that dependency. So the zeros, the TDZ, true delta zero, and the true gamma zero are part of a structure, and when they are going up, the market is anticipating a continued move up. Make sure you understand this. If not, come into the Discord and ask questions. The upper range from the 0 DTE, we are seeing a significant impact in moneyness above that 4240, 4250 area. Above 4250, contributions subside. Downside 4200, where we are right now, is the top of the moneyness transition on the negative side or on the put side, and then we see it start really tapering off below 4190. So expect that. So our expected range into the close is in this range of 4185 to 4250 if the 0 DTE drives the ship today. Positive GEX remains at 4,300. If you recall, yesterday we had an advance up from 4,200 from 2 days ago, and then yesterday it advanced up to 43. It remains at 43. There are other services out there who said that it did not advance, and this is clearly incorrect. Minus GEX has dropped back to 3,900 from 4,000. This is significant. If we did have this change earlier this week, this is significant in that back testing that we've done has shown actually that this is a bullish signal. And that's because we theorize that puts are coming out of the complex, at least short-term puts that are close to price. So with that in mind, just keep an eye for an advancement. 4,000 does remain the call open interest and put open interest lines in the sand. Just significant layers of delta and gamma down there, and it's pretty amazing. The market model, as I said, remains in uptrend. We did have, so long term, we're in that uptrend. Intermediate term, we're above the ribbon, we're in an uptrend. But yesterday you can see that we crossed, and the trend line is pointing down. If it continues down and crosses the upper moving average of the ribbon, everything will turn off. Nevertheless, if you're paper trading this would be the opportunity to take some of the profits if you got in on this latest leg. The most recent entry point would have been back in this area, and you would have been able to ride. So in this area, you would have been able to get a little bit of gains out of that. Again, paper trading, of course. The SPX condition really showing nothing. Overall, we're relatively flat on the combo. The AM settled is showing just slight amount of short-term puts going in, and we're also seeing a slight amount of short-term calls going in relative to the previous day. The PM settled, which is more of the trimming instrument of the SPX. It trades much faster, much more, I don't want to say liquid, that gives you the wrong impression, but it's just used, the volume here, intraday volume, is significant compared to the AM settled. We're actually seeing short-term puts come out, which is good, that's bullish, but we're seeing short-term calls come out, and that's bearish. And so we got this mixture going on. Just be aware of that it's choppy, and we're kind of playing around here. The zeros, as I said, the overall trend of the zeros is up. It doesn't mean we can't come down, but certainly just be aware that the market is forward pricing continued advance, and as calls are added and puts are closed, these lines will rise. Now, time matters, and basically we'll have to watch this in a little more detail, but big picture, I think we're in pretty good shape. Taking a look here at the key levels, you can see that 4,000 here is COI, POI. We've got minus GEX down here. We've got plus GEX sitting up here. All the things are pretty much in a line, although we did see that change now, that drop down to minus GEX. 0 DTE, watch for a pin in this area. As I said, we do see moneyness changing here. We see moneyness changing here. We've got kind of this really loose back and forth on the notional deltas. You can see where the call expiry is. Bottom of the transition is where we parked last night. Relative importance there. The combo, fat and loose, really messy. Watch for these key levels. Watch for the levels down here. I don't think 4,000 is going to get breached anytime soon. SPX structure, as discussed, here's that 4,300, and you can see that it is clearly dominant, independent of what others say. So that's it for today. If you like today's comments, please join us at GammaEdge.us. Follow us on Twitter at GammaEdges. And then here on YouTube, if you like today's content, let me know by smashing that like button. And of course, follow us so you can get notified next time we post something. So with that, have a great Friday and have a great weekend. Thanks, everyone.